Hey guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. Today I'm filming my first of the holiday sets reviews, and truthfully it feels very weird for me to be filming these reviews when I still have Halloween stuff up in the background. I feel like these sets were released earlier this year than they were last year. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't go back and check. But today I'm reviewing the Too Faced Everything Nice set. They launched a set quite like this one last year, so we are going to do a full comparison. And last year's was called A Few of My Favorite Things, and I do own that one. So we're going to kind of compare and contrast the two sets in general, and then the actual colors and quality of the eyeshadow within the sets. I haven't opened this one at all because I wanted to open it first on camera. So first thing we're going to talk about is the packaging. This is what this one looks like. I absolutely love the packaging. It has these holes in it, and that pink that you're seeing through here is actually the bag inside of this. And then the back shows you everything that comes inside. Now, like I said, I haven't opened mine up yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. On the top, you get your Too Faced mascara. There's a puzzle going off in the background. And then your palette. And then your purse. I like that purse. It's very bright and very fun. First things first, you get an identical Too Faced Better Than Sex Deluxe Travel Size Mascara. But I really love this mascara, so that's really good. And then last year, we got Too Faced Lip Injection Color Balm in Bee Sting. This year, they didn't send a lip product, which I kind of like. I don't like the Too Faced Color Balm lip injections. I don't like the way they feel on the lips. I don't like the way they smell. This color is beautiful, but honestly, like you guys can see, I never, ever, ever use this because I just don't like it. This year, instead of that, we got brushes. So they're actually in the kit. They're here. So we're gonna go over those in a minute. Let's just compare the purses and then we'll move on to the brushes. So last year's purse was kind of a vinyl feeling, almost kind of like soft, like plasticky. It had gold and pink chevron. It said Too Faced on it. The zipper was gold and then the zipper pull was gold and then the actual zipper was pink. I really love this one. I actually carried it as a clutch twice, and the inside is kind of a mint green. I actually carried this as a clutch twice, and I used it as a makeup case a couple times. I really loved the design on it. This year they went with a glitter sparkly purse. I freaking deking love this, I'm not gonna lie. I love glitter and I love sparkle, and it's not like just kind of sort of coming off when you rub it, and that's really important. The zipper, not a huge fan. Glittery sparkly tab, and then it has this huge gold ball on it. I wish they hadn't done this. The inside is hot pink like the outside, and then the back is actually where Too Faced is written. As far as size, it's actually a little bit smaller than last year's purse, if you guys can see. Just a little bit. But it's cute. They're both really cute. I love like little purses. I'm a fan, you guys know. Okay, onto the palette, because that's what the important part of this is. This is the palette. As far as size, they are almost identical lengthwise. I would say, yeah, they're pretty much identical lengthwise, but the big difference is in width, and it's not a huge difference by any means. It's about so little of a difference. Like this fits here, okay. This is the size of the inside of this palette, and then you have the top and the bottom little piece. So literally it's like a nothing, it's not a big deal difference. Last year's palette came with all the eyeshadows on top, 2 bronzers, well actually kind of almost 3, because it came with the Chocolate Soleil and then the Sun Bunny. And it was themed for Sound of Music. So all of the names of the eyeshadows were like a few of my favorite things, like Whiskers on Kittens, Cream Colored Ponies, Woolen Mittens, Raindrops on Roses. It was just themed around the Sound of Music, and then there was cards in here showed you different looks you could do. So I liked the layout of that palette a lot. Now this year, from what I understand, it is pretty much the same layout. So we have all the shadows up there on the top, and then on the bottom this year we have Blush and Blush, which is a little different. They're next to each other. So we have Chocolate Soleil again, and this year we have a highlight called Inner Light. And then where the cards once were, we now have a brush set, and we still have cards. So that's the inside. Now, the card is just like a little pamphlet that shows you some cool different looks that you can do. I really like the brushes. They are plastic, but they're gorgeous. They're gold and sparkly. They're super soft. Actually, this blush brush just feels amazing. I don't know if I'm going to end up using these because I actually really like them, and I think they'd be a cute display item. You also get an angled brush, and then you get like a crease shader brush. They all have the gold sparkly handles. They all look really, really pretty. So let's just go through the colors first. First comparison, and then we'll just talk about the new palette. I don't think that any of the colors are identical. In fact, I'm almost positive none of them are, but there are a few to me just looking straight off the bat at the palettes that look very, very, very similar. There they are side by side. Very similar coloring on the inside, that gold. This year's gold seems a little bit more shimmery than last year's, but this is what they look like. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the colors that I think are the most similar. So I just wanna do a couple comparison swatches for the ones that I think look the same. It is a little bit, it is a little bit lighter, so that's Turtle Dove is this one, and that's cream colored ponies and Turtle Dove. It is a little bit lighter, like more white tone, but they're quite similar. I'm wondering if Paper Roses is actually not a new color. It came out of the Country line. They did the rock and roll and country sets. Paper Roses is from there. I thought Fond of You and Chocolate Milk would be similar, but Fond of You looks a little bit more, well, actually they're pretty similar. They're both matte colors. That's Fond of You and that's Chocolate Milk. Chocolate Milk might have like a slight tint more orange to it, like a slight tint, but nothing that's actually like noticeable. Honey Pot and Honey Honey, these do look quite similar. I want to see how close they are. That's Honey Pot right here, Honey Honey and Honey Pot. Those two are very similar. And I think out of everything, that's probably the most similar. I want to compare the blushes because a lot of people are talking about that. So Sweet Pink from the new palette is kind of a really pretty hot pink with a little bit of a gold fleck, and Raindrops on Roses looks very similar. It might be a little bit more coral, like a little more peach, but it's very close, like very, very close. And then Papa Don't Preach looks completely different from Melt into Spring. I also have to say these blushes in the new palette seem to be a lot more powdery than the blushes in the last palette. Papa Don't Preach is almost a shimmery peach tone, and then this is Papa Don't Preach, and this is Melt into Spring, which was definitely more of an orangey coral. I will say right away, as I'm swatching the blushes in this palette seem to be very powdery. Like more powdery than the blushes in the old palette were. Okay, so we're gonna go through these colors in rows of 5 on my fingers, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick eye look for you guys. So we have Turtle Dove, Dream On, After Hours, Fond of You, and Knockout. That top row would create a beautiful neutral look. Second row, we have Paper Roses, Kindness is Free, which is a beautiful pink, Mauvelicious, which I'm really excited about, Be You, and Secret Love. All gorgeous colors, kind of almost like a pinky toned family, maybe even a little bit kind of purpley, really pretty. I think, again, you could create a nice look just with those 5. Okay, next we have Heaven, Shiny Happy, Honey Pot, Don't Settle, which is a gorgeous taupe, and this one here is called Girly. This is a duochrome, blue-purple. The last row is all more colorful colors. Totally Fetch, which is this one, Live It Up, Too Glam, Head Over Heels, and Chocolate Moon. I like that they added these brighter tones in this palette this year because it's nice to be able to lighten and darken and fun up your more neutral tone looks with a little bit of color. And when a palette offers a row of color, it just means that you can have some more fun. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick eye look for you guys. I'm gonna take After Hours, which is this one up here, this really pretty kind of almost rose gold color, and I'm gonna apply that all over my lid. Then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it into Be You, which is the more purpley matte color in the palette. I'm going to run that kind of sort of just around my crease. And then I'm going to take Don't Settle, which is that really pretty kind of shimmery taupe color. I'm going to apply that to the outer 1/3 of the eye and then just deepen out just the outside V. I don't want to cover up all of that Be You color. That's it. That is a super easy eye look. If you like putting some sort of color under your brow bone because you're just one of those people who just doesn't like leaving it blank, you can take either Turtle Dove or Dream On. I'm probably going to go in with Turtle Dove and just kind of sort of apply that under my brow bone, under the other side, and that will just blend the colors up. Now, I am desperate to try this highlighter because it is screaming my name. So I'm going to take my MAC Duo Fiber Brush and dip it a little into this inner light color. I didn't even swatch it. It's a really pretty kind of like gold highlighter. Oh, that's a lot of it. I'm going to just put on a little bit too much. Proceed with caution with this highlighter, guys. It definitely has a shimmer factor to it, so you don't want to put on too much and make yourself look crazy glowy. Overall, I would say that I really like this palette from Too Faced. I think it's a good deal. I think as far as like value goes, you're getting a lot of options with this palette. I think if you're looking for one palette for that makeup person, either a beginner who doesn't know anything about makeup or somebody who kind of has it all, this is a really good buy this year, mainly because you get everything in this. You get color, you get neutrals, you can really play with your look. So that's my review on the Too Faced Everything Nice palette. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video, which is most likely going to be a review on the Too Faced La Belle Carousel palette, because I'm dying to open this box. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Let your heart come out, run away with me. We could dance all night if you stay with me. Where the stars never fade in the sun.